In an increasingly interconnected world, national borders no longer stand as rigid lines on a map. Instead, they are transforming into fluid, multidimensional, and complex systems. This concept is known as the volumetric border, a model of border that is not merely physical, but also encompasses layered and interconnected administrative, digital, and legal boundaries. A report by UNODC in 2021 noted that narcotics trafficking networks are increasingly using maritime routes, digital dark markets, and cross-border courier services. Meanwhile, global money laundering operations now rely on shell companies, offshore bank accounts, and crypto assets, as observed by FATF in 2023. In this context, traditional national borders like immigration posts and seaport patrols can no longer detect illegal flows of goods and money that are disguised within global systems. The main issue many countries now face is no longer who crosses their physical borders, but how to confront threats that do not cross physical boundaries, such as drug circulation via the dark web, digital money laundering across nations, or cyber attacks executed from thousands of kilometers away. These threats operate invisibly, often spanning multiple jurisdictions, without any geographic movement. Here, the concept of volumetric borders emerges as a strategic solution. Volumetric borders are not just lines on a map, but a security approach based on technology, interagency, and cross-country data integration, and interconnected legal systems. Physical dimensions include air and maritime surveillance. Digital dimensions encompass tracking data, transactions, and online communications. There are also legal and administrative dimensions that enable extradition cooperation, intelligence exchange, and joint operations. With this approach, nations can build dynamic and responsive security mechanisms, not just guarding the gates, but also monitoring and intervening in threats hidden within the complex global network. In the realm of international cooperation, Estonia and Indonesia are two examples of nations that can complement each other. Since the massive cyber attack in 2007, Estonia has developed a high-level e-governance ecosystem, digital identity infrastructure, and cybersecurity protocols. Estonia offers its experience in building digital borders capable of filtering threats before they reach physical territory. Indonesia, on the other hand, is situated on regional narcotics trade routes and is a major target of cross-border money laundering networks. With vast territory, busy ports, and growing fintech penetration, Indonesia needs a security approach that is not just reactive but preventive and predictive. To date, several Indonesian ministries have actively built strategic cooperation with Estonia in digital transformation and governance. The Ministry of National Development Planning, or Bappenas, leads collaboration on digital public infrastructure and cross-agency data governance. The Ministry of Administrative and Bureaucratic Reform, known as PAN-RB, promotes e-government reform based on Estonia's best practices. The Ministry of Communication and Information supports technical aspects and strengthens cybersecurity through bilateral partnerships. The Indonesian Chamber of Commerce, or Kadin, cooperates with Estonian partners to boost the digital technology and tourism sectors. Lastly, Universitas Airlangga and Universitas Trisakti have formed academic partnerships with Estonian universities to develop digital human capital. Through forums such as the e-governance conference and bilateral collaboration within the framework of digital transformation, Estonia has begun offering support to Asian countries, including Indonesia, in building secure and integrated digital systems. This includes encrypted digital identity verification systems, real-time suspicious transaction tracking protocols, and cyber intelligence exchange systems based on blockchain and AI. According to Michel Foucault's theory of governmentality, surveillance is no longer based on physical coercion, but on the regulation of space and information. Within volumetric borders, the state is no longer just a gatekeeper, but a manager of flows, of people, data, and capital. With a volumetric border design, a nation can filter suspicious behaviors and transactions at early stages, connect cross-border intelligence systems through interoperability, and maintain a balance between digital sovereignty and international cooperation. However, the implementation of volumetric borders is not without challenges. It raises concerns about data privacy, technological inequality, and the need for harmonized international legal frameworks. Privacy and data ethics, ensuring personal data is not used repressively. Technological disparities between developed and developing countries. Inconsistencies in international law, particularly regarding digital jurisdiction. This is precisely where diplomacy becomes crucial. Not just to share technologies, but to build a shared legal framework to govern digital borders, foster trust, and ensure fair and secure data exchange. Volumetric borders mark a fundamental shift in global security paradigms, from barriers to connectors. In addressing transnational crimes like narcotics, trafficking, and money laundering, countries such as Estonia and Indonesia must build borders as multi-layered systems, existing across land, air, and data. This is where true power lies, cross-border collaboration to protect a borderless world.